Wizards and the Celtics. The Wizards could easily be up 2-0 in this series. They have blown leads of at least 14 points in both games. Here's John Wall talking about that.
We just have a problem when we get leads. We just find a way to let these guys back in, start letting them get threes. And when they get their crowd into it, it's a tough place to play it. We played tough at times. I mean, we had our leads, we had opportunity. Even the last couple minutes, we played tough. Then when you need that toughness to close out games, we didn't have it. And they had it more than us. They got offensive rebounds. They got opportunity to finish around the basket, putbacks, and final guys for open threes. Having leads, you got to do a better job of closing out quarters. I think when we have leads, like started first quarter, every time we had a big lead, we find a way to let it slip. We just got to do a better job of just respecting their second unit. Our second unit can play a little better, but also our starters can do a better job of closing out and helping those guys out.
It's crazy, Tim. In game one, the Wizards were up 16-0 before the Celtics even scored. Tonight we were watching, it was 42-29 after one. If you're Scott Brooks, what type of adjustments do you make? You heard what John Wall had to say about closing out quarters. How can you try to fix this issue?
Yeah, he said a lot of different things, but the one word, and he only said it once, that stood out to me was defense.
Okay.
Right? How does Isaiah Thomas get 20 in the fourth and 9 in overtime? He has 29 points in the most important 2 sessions of the game. Like, you have to do a better job defensively. Come up with a scheme, not switching Markieff Morris on him, doubling him, getting the ball out of his hands, make Al Horford beat you, make Jay Crowder beat you, make anybody else beat you. But they don't get key stops.
Yeah.
And when you look at their roster, they don't really have any great defenders.
Not any at all. When I think about the Celtics, at least you have Avery Bradley. When you look at the Cavs, LeBron can apply himself.
Yeah, Marcus Smart's a pretty good defender. Jay Crowder plays pretty hard. Al Horford kind of knows positioning. The Wizards are just like, we're going to try to outscore you. And I'm not saying they're horrible defensively, but they're not good.
Not at all.
And then when... And this is the whole thing I'm seeing on social media, like, a 5'9" guy beat you. And, yeah, Isaiah was great in this game, no doubt about it. But come on, Wizards, have some pride. Like, make someone else beat you. Like, just double him. Like, take the ball out of his hands. He just had his way, kept getting mismatches, and just went to work.
Yeah, it's crazy because, I mean, he's done that all season. Top 3 in the NBA in scoring. He did that to the Bulls, took over games where they couldn't stop him. We were calling him IT4Q. He was so effective all season in the fourth quarter. To your point, I just don't understand how you just don't trap him. How is it so hard? Just make somebody else beat you. I know you said that before, but if we're running the pick and roll, I'm not worried about the roll man. I'm making sure that Isaiah Thomas has to give the basketball up because I know if I let Isaiah get to the hole, he's going to beat us. This we know. We've seen it time and time again, so I may as well take my chances with somebody else.
I agree.
How do coaches get paid millions and not implement that?
He had 53 points today. 53. I know. It's obviously easier said than done.
Right.
But you have a backcourt that's considered one of the best backcourts in the NBA. Some would argue that they're the best. I don't think it's true, but we're just looking at an offensive standpoint. If you want to be a championship caliber team, you just can't play offense. Like the Warriors are a great offensive team, but they lock down. The Cavs are a great offensive team, but when they need stops, they lock down. The Wizards just don't get key stops. Like they were up 6 in this game with under 2 left, and they go
104.
3-3, and it's like the only thing you can't give up there, guys, is threes.
Threes, yeah.
2 possessions, 6 points, or 3 possessions. Like, screw it. Let them score 3 layups. Like, at least it's 3 different possessions, like the times on your side. Like, you just can't give up a 3 there. So, I think defensively, Scott Brooks is going to have to come up with a better game plan.
Not over and done with just yet, though. The series does shift to D.C. and the Verizon Center on Thursday for Game 3.